Travis Wayne Goodsill. Remember, right before General Conference, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints had hired cyber terrorists to toy with and tamper with my computer so that I could not utilize apps, programs, and even the internet, as they were constantly shutting it down. And I knew exactly what they were doing. They were silencing me for General Conference. Why? Look at my videos before April 2021's General Conference. You'll understand why. And so in this October 2021 General Conference, Russell M. Nelson called me a traitor. If you don't understand, he can't come right out and say, Travis Wayne Goodsill's a traitor. He's betraying us. That would give me too much attention. He doesn't want me to have attention. That's what happened for April's conference. Oops. And so, yeah, he used coding with the Doctrine and Covenants passage from Liberty Jail. And he knows I know code, and so he knows I knew, or he knew I was going to figure it out. And I did the videos. And they had tried to shut me down by coming after me for, well, I saw it was in July when they attacked me for sexual-oriented material for the thumbnail. Dear God, they have no clue what sexually-oriented material is for the thumbnail, as I can copy and paste links to over 1,000 YouTube channels with thumbnails that were far worse than mine. I use it in quotes because art is art. And number 3 question on the Supreme Court's decision ruling, it says there's no such thing, guys. Back off, leave it alone. But evangelicals and businesses such as YouTube love to cite numbers 1 and 2 to justify selective punishments. And so if you're also unfamiliar, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints invests in the stock market. Google is one of their invested companies, heavily invested companies. Google owns YouTube. The church has a dozen plus channels on YouTube when you factor in the English and other foreign language channels. They get money because they're a part of the partner program. And so you'll see commercials that if you click on them, oh, the church gets money, yay! They need more money, don't they? Because they're the richest entity in the universe. So, did a video yesterday. LDS Living Prophet. Let me bring it up. Living LDS Prophet preaches founder Joseph Smith as fraud. And so if you're unfamiliar with me and my channel, I'm all for Joseph Smith. I'm a Joseph Smith Mormon. Mormons, however, are not Joseph Smith Mormons. They're Living Prophet Mormons. And if you don't understand where they would have gotten that from, I refer you to Apostle Ezra Taft Benson's talk at BYU about the fundamentals of a living prophet. Some title similar to that. And there's about 11 or 12 maybe, I don't remember the exact number. But in there, he denounces the Book of Mormon. Yeah, Mr. Book of Mormon himself denounces the Book of Mormon for the living prophet. And thus denounces Joseph Smith, because he's dead. We have a living prophet now. And denounces Jesus, which I only use to incite ex-Mormons and Christians. Because if you know my channel and my videos, you know Jesus was created by Constantine in the Nicene Creed in 325 CE. And thus imposed Trinity upon the Gospel Scriptures, called anachronisms. And so, yes, the church is anti-Joseph. They claim that the church history is literally true. That's misinformation. The church claims they're the legitimate successors from Joseph Smith. They're not. The Supreme Court of the United States designated Joseph Smith III's Reorganized Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints as the official true successor from Joseph Smith. Oh, you didn't know that? It's the Temple Lot case. The Temple Lot Church got possession of the Temple Lot, but they did not get the designated status of true successor from Joseph Smith. And thus Brigham Young, obviously, and Sidney Rigdon, not true successors, only Joseph Smith III. They've since fallen, as they now claim to be Christian too. So, with this conference, not only did Nelson call me a traitor, but he called me a traitor because apparently there's federal investigations into the church. Now, we don't know about this because they do it in secret. If you contact them, as the church would, they can only tell you you're a target, a suspect, or a person of interest in an investigation. That's it. That's as far as they go. They can't give you specifics. They can't tell you what they're looking for. You just have to conform and comply with supplying them with any information they request. And as Nelson was calling me a traitor and revealing that he was under federal investigation, he referred to it as perils in the days ahead. And I've done that little clip for you. And so, yes, guess what? Apparently the coming days ahead are now, within the next 2 weeks. Why the next 2 weeks? I received an email as I went and checked my Gmail this morning from YouTube saying that I have violated misinformation about coronavirus. Me, the one and only Mormon who's telling Mormons to follow the medical professionals. Me, yeah, I know. This is how desperate they are to silence me. And they know that YouTube will putz around, take their time, maybe take a week, 2 weeks before making their decision, saying, oh yeah, okay, oops, we sort of did let Nelson's healing power of coronavirus through gratitude talk all over YouTube with over 12 million views. And how many dead because of him? Yeah, 4,000 we're reaching here in Utah. Because he's spreading real misinformation about coronavirus. And YouTube, I had to remind them, I reported that video, and they let it go. And now they're coming after me, who does videos always telling my audience, which, yeah, 10 people? Ooh. To follow the medical professionals from the beginning. So yeah, that video was banned for 2 weeks, and then I can post videos again on Travis Wayne Goodsell. Now, under normal circumstances, I would say, well, this is just the church again, retaliating, trying to silence me again, because they hate, they're haters, they're criminal, they're terrorists, they're seditious, they're anti-government, they're white supremacist. Literally. This is no metaphoric hate comment. They are the hate. I've gone over evidence after evidence after evidence. They are the descendants of Danites. Mormons who stay in the church are descendants of Danites. Thus, they've been raised in the church with their Danite descendant parents, teaching them the premises of hate, anti-government. And so, when I tell you that my mother was a white supremacist, that's what I'm referring to. Because she has some lines from the Danites too. And so when I confronted my mom as a kid, that's racist, Mom. Well, my parents are more racist than me. That was her justification for being racist. You all think that 1978 the church was no longer racist. That's not how it works. The church, if you've noticed, has been pushing church news about the Genesis group. Oh, the Genesis group carries on as a segregated ward. Segregation, remember? Bad. Comes from racism. So lots and lots of evidence. All things point to the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints as the great and abominable church of the Book of Mormon. Book of Mormon, true. Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, false. Not just false, but bad, evil, corrupt, criminal, treasonous, anti-government. The church is profiting off of coronavirus. It is in their best interest to keep coronavirus going. And so it is also in their best interest to allow vaccinations of Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson, because the church invests in them too. And so if you can keep the number of those getting vaccinated and yet still allow for the continuation of the coronavirus, just as Governor Cox is compliant with, the church benefits and profits off of both. Because the vaccines are worthless if you don't get everybody vaccinated, or the high percentage of the population vaccinated. We are not getting this under control. We're on a downward trend, but we were last year too. And then guess what? The holidays. And guess what's coming? the holidays. And we still don't have it under control because nobody's following the real medical professionals from the beginning. And so, because YouTube pulled this stunt, again, it's not just a random attack. This was a targeted attack. Something's coming. And the church wanted me taken care of in advance, so that I can't post about it online. I wonder what it is. Are they wrapping up their investigation? That's quick. I mean, the church has lots of blatant, obvious crimes. But I saw that Bednar is in Jordan right now. I'm in Jordan, the capital. Because, you know, all Islam wants to become Mormon. Right? Right? Is that why the church is being accepted in all of these Middle Eastern countries of Islam? Right? Yeah. Nope. They're making financial deals. That's what they do. They're criminals. They make deals with criminal organizations. And does Jordan want to attack Israel? Yeah. The church doesn't care. I've already revealed it to them that America, not Jerusalem, is the target for Armageddon. So yeah, they don't care. But you notice that they're pursuing evangelicals, and they're not doing very well. We're Christian. Yeah, whatever. Get out of here, cult. But we're one of you. We're from the Illuminati, just like you. No, we're not. We're Confederate. But yeah, Islam too. Understanding our racism. Yeah, they did that video. I did that video in response to. You can't claim that you're not racist when you have to have sensitivity training. The whole purpose of understanding is because you don't understand. So something's coming. Whether it's this week, next week, we'll see. I put in my appeal, but I doubt they're going to respond anytime soon. And as they have done before, they just remain silent. And, oh, whoops, did we not tell you you can still post videos? Yeah, they've done that before, too. So, yeah. Hatred. That's all it is. Just a bunch of game playing with hatred. When I'm warning you of their corruption. So, yeah. Could it be the church is about to go timber? One can only hope.